thought it'd be fun to create this exercise. I like to envision the brain as a computer. So in order for it to work properly, you must update the software, like we've said. So we achieve this by realizing we are not the 3-pound tool in our heads. I think, therefore I am, Rene Descartes, and I believe the 17th century, kind of a misconception and even dangerous, because if we have approximately, I read a study the other day, we have approximately 50,000 thoughts a day. Can you imagine attaching to all those thoughts? So there is a hierarchy, right? And we have to determine what thought is appropriate for any given circumstance. So if we were letting every thought enter in and trigger us, we'd all be basket cases. So there has to be a way to choose what is appropriate for any given circumstance. And that's, again, where cognitive behavioral therapy comes in. So how do we do that? So we're not the actual brain. That's the 3-pound brain in our head is a tool. We're this 160 pound, 170, 80, whatever it is, pound human being. And we're the electricity. Who we are is the electricity that runs the brain. Some people call that energy, some people call that God, some people call that, whatever you want to call that, presence. We are the electricity that runs the brain. So we control the system by detaching ourselves and gaining perspective, and then from there we can select what thought is appropriate for the given circumstance. I use another analogy sometimes, that I would like to help people become the maestros of their thought orchestra. So there's a reason why the conductor sits about 10, 12 feet out from the orchestra, so he or she can have the perspective to signal what thoughts, which are the different instruments in the orchestra, play at what appropriate time. If all the instruments played at once, we just have this cacophony of noise. Same thing with our thinking. We can't think everything at once and attach to all the thinking at once. Now your brain, you've got to override your brain, because your brain's going to want to take over and create those stories. But since you're the electricity that runs the computer, since you're the maestro that conducts the thought orchestra, you are in control. And that's the internal locus of control again. And the result of that, this is another way to show it, we have a balancing act between the rational self and the emotional self. And where they intersect, this is obviously is a Venn diagram, is called balance and well-being, or in dialectic behavioral therapy terms, which is another modality, it's called wise mind.